Hello everybody, it's me, Shannon LaBruyere. I am live and loving it tonight. Welcome to Sunday Night Live. We are going to explore the principles that allow us to thrive in change. The change we want, the change we planned, the change that we hate and didn't want and hit us out of nowhere. All of those changes. I am delighted to join you from Stony Creek Metro Park. You guys, I'm in my car. But look, can you see the lake? It's back there. And it's awesome. And I'm not exactly camera ready, but I've had a good afternoon. I've had a great afternoon. And I invite you to just take a deep breath with me and appreciate where you are, who you're with. I might cry, you guys. Eek! I hate when that happens. I really do hate when that happens. And I don't see anybody joining me yet. So if you're jumping on, say hi. I need to see your comments. I need to see you're here. I need to see your thumbs up. But I'm going to talk just a few minutes about something that's been rattling around in my brain and more importantly, in my heart for about a week. And it is this. And you guys, I am going to cry probably because you can tell I've been crying, right? None of us have forever. That was sort of blunt. Okay, that's the kind of change that we don't want. Typically, none of us has forever. We just don't. Hey, Tammy, I'm so glad you're there. We just don't have forever. And I tease you guys when it comes to change. Oops. I'm so glad you're here. Say hi, you guys. Drop it in. When it comes to change, I don't know if I've confessed to you my change style, but I am a glacier. Some people I know change like that. I have a sister who can decide on Monday that she needs to repaint her house, and by Wednesday she's picked out the paint. By Friday she's got everything ready to go, and by a week later she's done. She moves fast. That's not me. I change slowly. I am like a glacier. When I change, it matters. And you know how I love principles, you guys. So principles are those big rocks, right? And so I cling to principles. And we move slowly. But this is what I've been dealing with lately, is this idea that sometimes you just got to speed it up. Sometimes you just got to speed it up. Not everything in my life, wait a minute, I'll put it differently. I don't have another 40 years to make some changes. The changes that it took me 40 years to make, the growth that it took me 40 or 50 years to achieve. If I want more growth, if I want more change, more positive direction in my life, if I want to live my purpose, I don't have probably 50 years to do it. I'm 60 right now, so I'm not sure that I'll make it to 110. And I've just been thinking about that. I think my birthday truth hit me early. Or no, hit me late. It was delayed reaction. It's like all of a sudden, well, because I move like a glacier, my birthday was February 13th. So here we are in April, and all of a sudden, Shannon's realized I'm getting older. But I am getting older. And we all are. And so I guess tonight's Sunday Night Live, my theme, my hashtag principle, if you will, is respect the now. Because we don't know what tomorrow holds. We just don't. You guys forgive me for crying. I'm trying to be professional. How's that? But in all seriousness, when we have dreams, when we have plans, when we have things we want to see happen, we don't have forever to act on them. There's a phrase called strike while the iron is hot. And now's the time. Now's the time. I'm here to tell you that wonderful thing, that wonderful good thing you've been wanting to do it now. I think part of what has got me thinking along these lines is that my sister and her husband are on vacation right now. Hello, Aaron, if you're tuning in. Right now, they're vacationing in Washington, D.C. And the last time she was in Washington, D.C., my sister, she was with me and my mother. And my mother had been diagnosed with cancer. And her dream was to go to Washington, D.C. and see President John F. Kennedy's grave. And so we went to the doctor. And she got all checked out by the doctor. And we asked her doctor, can we go to Washington, D.C., because she was having chemotherapy. So we're going to fly on a plane. We're going to be in crowds. We're going to be in public places. We're going to be in hotels. And we asked the doctor, can we go to Washington, D.C.? My mom and I were there. And her husband was there too. And the doctor looked at her right in the eye and smiled this huge smile and said, absolutely. Yes, you can go. Have a great time. Make sure you wash your hands before you eat. And so, I asked a few more questions, like, does she have to wear a mask? He goes, no, she doesn't have to wear a mask. So do we have to, make sure we get, special seating or whatever? He goes, no, if she's got a wheelchair, so it's easier for her. But you go. He was so encouraging. Go and have a great time. No restrictions. But you guys, here's why. It's because her time was running out. And he knew that for her to be careful and wear a mask and try to tiptoe through Washington, D.C. would not bring her joy. And it also wouldn't change her outcome. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Are you hearing what I'm saying? And so we went, and it was a glorious time, and we had a blast. And we got stuck in the rain at Arlington Cemetery, and we ran with the wheelchair down a hill, which was ridiculous because we were all too old for that. And my mom was having the time of her life. But my sister and I knew that the reason we could be so free was because there was no reason to hold back. It wouldn't change the outcome. And so what I want you to hear from the bottom of my heart, you guys, I'm so sorry, I'm bawling my eyes out. I was going to cancel. I decided I wouldn't. I could always take the recording down. So I know that's an option still. But this is what I know. That it's no different for us than it was for her. We don't know. Do what you want to do now. Do the hard thing that's going to get you where you want to be. Have the hard conversation. Tell the person that you love them. Reconnect. Take the trip. Launch the company. Do the thing. Do the thing. Because that's what change is all about. It's doing the thing. And even though we try to hold back time, we can't. We don't. We age. Things change. We get slower. And I've just been thinking about all those things. So tonight our hashtag principle is respect the now. And I will give a wonderful, heartfelt shout out to Thumb Roast Coffee, a proud sponsor of Sunday Night Live for I don't know how many years now. It's been a long time. And you guys know that if you want delicious coffee, you know where to get it. You get it at thumbroastcoffee.com. And if you want to get it with a discount, you type in Thrive when you check out as a coupon code, and you'll get delicious coffee, 15% off. If you guys have not tuned in to the interview that I did with Missy Bobo, the founder of Thumb Roast Coffee, if you have not tuned into that, I encourage you, check it out. It is good. She glows like an angel at one point. No lie. It's awesome. Carol says, I have a gift certificate, which I love. I thought maybe you could see the motorcycle. Oh, it was just a car. Anyway, she did a great job. She did a great job in the interview. She shared her heart. She's got some wise advice. Hi, Mary. It's good to see you. Yeah. So some of you are just jumping on live, and I want you to know that the meat of my message happened right at the start. So if you are just popping in, make sure you go back to the beginning. Tammy, I love seeing you here. Let me see if I can see something. All right. Tammy, I love seeing you here because I know you are doing something cool at Hubbard Lake Connect in Spruce, Michigan, right? Coming up at the end of April is a craft retreat, if you will. And you guys, I'm going to be there helping people do vision boards. So if that's something that sounds good to you, if you're wanting a getaway in northern Michigan at the beginning of spring, when things just start to smell great and the birds are all flittering around, it's beautiful. Yeah, shout out to Tammy and check it out. I'll put a link, Hubbard Lake, Michigan. There you go. And Tammy, go ahead and drop the link so that they know. It's in Hubbard Lake, Michigan, which is close to Hubbard Lake, if you can imagine that. Hold on, you guys. I had to wipe my nose. All right, let me see. So that's fun, and that's happening at the end of April. So I'm glad you're here, Tammy. Let me see what else good is going on. Missy Bobo, there it is, Hubbard Lake Connect. Missy Bobo, who is a live stream leadership member and a proud sponsor of Sunday Night Live, won the Best Small Business Award from the Michigan Celebrate Small Business. Going to have a big party for her in Lansing, the capital. Awesome. Let me see what else is good going on. That is about all the hoppin' stuff, but I love to shine a spotlight on people who are embracing change and creating change in their lives. Carol says, we miss you, Tammy, and we do. We miss seeing Tammy, but Tammy's been working hard. All right, so let me ask you this question as I get ready to wrap up. What is the thing that if you only had 2 years left? My dear friend Paula just asked me this question, you guys, just before I went live. This is why I'm crying, but it's a good cry. If you had 2 years left, what would you do? What's the most important thing? It is time to start doing that now. Do it. And how can I help you? How can I encourage you? My heart is to see you thrive in the midst of change. My heart is to see you continue to grow, impact your community, reach the people who are around you with love and compassion and peace. That's my heart. How can I help you do that? What are the things you need to let go of so that you can embrace those great things? I'm looking at a whole list of things that I do. I do them regularly. I do them, what's the word I want to look for? Consistently. And they're good things, but they may not be the great things. And so I ask you, what are the good things that you need to set aside? If you only had 2 years left, where would you put your priorities? What would you do? Carol says, yes, impact Flat Rock. Flat Rock is where Carol and her husband pastor a church, right? And she says, we are working hard on it. Yeah. What do you need to do? What are you compelled to do? What are you called to do? What does your purpose say? Just spent a lot of time thinking about that these last few days, guys, and it matters. It matters. We need to respect the now. Now is all we have for sure. And I'm not saying that to be negative. It's true. We don't know. I'm not trying to scare you. I just know that if we can look at our lives and look at what we do with our time, with our talent, with our money, with our energy, if we can look at that in the context of the fact that we know we're not here forever, we make some of the harder decisions. And sometimes we let things go that maybe should have been let go. some hurts or bitterness or offenses. Sometimes it's busy work, or sometimes it's burdens. Sometimes it's responsibilities that we've taken on that are no longer ours. But we can't afford to move like glaciers in every area of our life. Sometimes we just have to go. Carol, you are welcome. It is my joy to impact you. And my heart is that I impact you in a positive way. Oh, hi, Hubbard Lake Connect is on now. That's awesome. And Tammy posted the link. All right, you guys, one of these days coming up when the weather's a little warmer, I'll go live from Stony Creek and you'll see it in all its glory. Stony Creek is the park. It's a large park, a miles big park near my home. There's a lake and there's some beautiful nature trails. And it is a beautiful place to come and reconnect with nature, reconnect with God, reconnect with what I love and what I value. And so I come here a lot, bring the kids here a lot. I encourage you, find a place. If you've got a Stony Creek, go to it, breathe some fresh air. But I will definitely have to come to you live from Stony Creek when it's in all of its glory, because it's pretty astounding. Tammy says, thank you for the impact. And yeah, we love you, Shannon. Well, I love you too, Tammy. I love every last one of you, those of you whose names I see, and those of you who are just watching the recording, or maybe you're just watching and I can't see that you're here. I do love you. That's why I do this. That's why I do this. And I just love that I was able to come to you tonight and talk from my heart and show you my tear-stained face. Oh, I need eye drops, you guys. I can't believe I didn't throw some in my purse. But that's not really what's important. My big takeaway for you is that you do not have forever. So now's the time. Now is the time. Hashtag respect the now. It's what we have. What can we do today with what we have? And I want you to know this. You have everything you need right now to do the next thing you need to do. You have everything you need. You are fully resourced. You have it all. Hi, Hubbard Lake Connect. Hi, Denise. You have everything you need to do the next thing you need to do. There is such a great success story. Missy shared hers in our Thrive and Change, a special Thrive and Change broadcast that we had last week. I'm going to repost that, refresh it so that you guys can easily find it, because it is definitely worth looking. And coming up here in the next week or two, Hubbard Lake Connect, we need to do the same thing for you, because you guys are doing such great work and have come so far in your business. And it'll be fun to share that and fun to share parts of your journey. So I'm looking forward to that. You guys, with that, I'm going to say farewell. I love you. I'm going to drive home. It's only a couple of miles. I'm going to go home. I'm going to hug my family. I'm going to get something to eat for dinner. And I am going to lean into this unsettled feeling that I have, that I need to speed up and I need to move faster. It's time. I think it might be time for you too. We all seem to kind of, not all of us, but many of us seem to move at the same rate. Like when it's time for me to move, it's time for you to move and you to move and you to move. It's like we all need to go together. So join me, speed it up. Let's make things happen. Denise says, we're looking forward to having you at Hubbard Lake Connect. I cannot wait to be there. I'm going to be there on Thursday, the 27th, doing a special event for a ladies growth group. We're going to be working on selecting a word. And you know how passionate I am about selecting a word and how powerful that is. And they're going to be making bracelets. So that's a private event for them, which will be great. I can't wait to go and do that. And then on the next day, we'll be doing vision boards for the people who are participating in that weekend-long workshop, and doing some coaching, some group coaching to help people work on those boards and kind of get in touch with what their dreams are and what their visions are, doing for them what I try to do for all of us here on a weekly basis. So it'll be good. Hey, Lisa, I'm glad you're here. So good to see you. I'm seeing people that I don't usually see. That's nice. I love it. It's probably because I'm well, you know how it goes, you guys, when you go to the grocery store and you're practically wearing your pajamas and you barely combed your hair and you forgot to brush your teeth and you run into 15 people that you graduated with from school. I'm feeling like that's tonight on Sunday Night Live. That's all right, though. So for those of you who are just popping in, make sure you go and catch the front of this. It's kind of raw and it's not super organized, but it's true. And it's something you need to hear. And I hope you go back and watch it because it comes from my heart. Now's the time. Now's the time. We can't afford to wait for, I don't know what, things outside of our control to change so that we can take the actions we know we need to make. Now is the time. And we can take the little step. We can do the small thing. Or I shouldn't say do the small thing. We can take the small step toward the important, significant, big thing, right? How many of you have a thing that you've been putting off, waiting for the time to be right? I don't know. Maybe it's spring. I don't know. Maybe it's the weather. I don't know. Maybe it's just thinking about my mom and our trip to Washington, D.C. and how glorious it was. But something has got me thinking along these lines that, we don't have a guarantee. Let's take advantage of today. Let's take advantage of today. All right. With that, I'm going to wrap. Oh, I love you too, Lisa. You guys are amazing. Gosh, I love you so much. All right. We're out of here. I'm going to go home and eat, but catch the front. Be sure to go in and watch the recording of my interview with Missy. She did a great job. She's doing a great job taking action, following her dreams, listening to the call of her purpose, and she'll inspire you, I promise. And we'll look forward to having a similar interview with Hubbard Lake Connect and the sisters who founded it. And we'll get some really great excitement from them, great energy, and also some great tips because they're women who are passionate about what they're doing, and they're different. They're different people. Hey, Samantha, it's good to see you. All right, I love you all. Thank you for your patience with me. Mwah. Take care. Hey, Samantha, it's okay that you're late. Just go back and see the beginning because I'm getting ready to say bye, but I'm glad you popped in. Every one of you, thank you. Farewell.